won Super Bowl 59.
Dude, it gave me goosebumps watching it.
Rivian pulled up to the stadium with the snow tires on, the tinted windows. Many men came on, and it was just a murder.
This guy wins. Look at his record. Look at his stats. Thank God he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
You can mark this down. I think the Eagles are hosting the NFC Championship game.
I don't care how it looks at this point, as long as it's a win.
Vaughn came up with
Yeah, Bond.
that guy's playing at an all-pro level.
I mean, you could have heard that from a mile, dude. That stadium was loud.
Let's get scratching.
Lock in, Brews. It's another Speaking Birds. What is up, my Brews? My bird Brews. We are back. It's another Speaking Birds. Man, we're here. We're here with the fellas on the pregame pod one time. What up, boys?
How's it going?
What's up? Good to be here.
Oh, man, it's great to be here. Busy week in Eagles news. Maybe the biggest piece of news, our boy BG, which we knew it on Sunday. I think all of us, maybe Clayton, kind of called the shot. Babe Ruth did a little bit. But yeah, he was back. Man, how do you guys feel about the boy BG coming back for number 16?
Happy for him, man. Glad. Need his help.
Yeah.
I'm just happy for him, man. And you can see how happy he is to be back and how happy his teammates are to have him back. So I think it's a good situation. Just, temper your expectations on what he's going to do here. He's not going to come in and give you 10 sacks or anything like that, but he can definitely help, especially with, us being shorthanded this week. I mean, I think we're going to see, Campbell out there. I don't know how much BG is going to be able to get in there. I know if there's, any chance he'll want to be in there, he'll be in there as much as he can, but who the hell knows what the ramp-up period's going to look like, what shape he's in here.
He also said,
yeah, go ahead, John.
He also said they were hitting him up even before the Zadarius Smith signing. So he had a couple months to get in shape.
Yeah. I wonder, man, I had this the Zadarius Smith retirement sort of came out expected. I wonder if maybe Dom sent out some goons to force that retirement a little bit. I mean, that's obviously a joke, but I don't know. It just seemed like it just worked out because, BG, he said he didn't really want to retire the first time. He thought to himself, if there's another opportunity, he's taking it. And it just opens up. I mean, you couldn't write it any better. His locker becomes clear with the Zadarius Smith retirement. I don't know. It's going to be great. And like you said, Clayton, I mean, he's not going to give you 10 sacks, but he's already lighting a fire in practice with his trash talk and the energy. I mean, maybe you need that a little bit.
Not only that, he knows every situation in football, you know what I mean? Because he's done it, super experienced. So
that's a great point.
Every single play, or knows where to be. Also knows Vic's defense real well. So no brainer.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
To speak on that, I mean, he addressed that directly. He said, at the very least, he's addressed the room, the edge room. He's like, at the very least here, I'm here to make you guys better. I'm here to help you guys. So obviously we can use him on the field, but I think he's going to be a very good presence in that edge room. Just helping the young guys. I mean, even Patrick Johnson, who was asked straight out, how do you feel about, BG coming back and you losing, reps? And he was like, if a franchise legend can come back and he can teach me about his hand placement, I'll take a subtraction of reps to learn from this guy, to sit behind him and learn from him. So, that's the right attitude. And it's a big deal. I mean, I think that the whole defensive line needs that veteran presence, and it hasn't been there. I mean, Zadarius was here for, a couple weeks, but overall, I mean, your most veteran guy is what, Davis? And he's still a young buck in my opinion.
And to take it one step farther, the defense needs that veteran leadership.
Agreed. I mean, because who do you really got? You got Bond, and then on the back end, you got Blankenship, and they're young guys and haven't been here that long. And Bond just really, ascended to the level that he's at. This guy was a career special teamer, So I don't know, man. I think it's overall for that unit, I think it's really net positive to have him here, even if his production on the field isn't, even close to what it was last year. I think having him in the locker room, that presence, in the
yeah.
locker room is going to be a net positive no matter what.
100%. And like I don't know, you saw a little man that I don't know if it was like a mic'd up or it was like a reel that the Eagles put out with like Dean. Man, Dean's getting people fired up. I think we were missing that spark plug. I mean, obviously Chauncey leaves and he was, a fiery guy, but I don't know with BG and Dean getting out there.
They were
I think it's gonna be good.
they were talking to Mailata and they were like, "Yeah, we are going through like group stretching and it's like super quiet. Nobody says a word." And then BG comes back and he's saying, "I can hear you breathing, fat boy," and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck's going through a team stretch and it's fucking crickets? You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
have a little fun, loosen up.
Right. Yeah, I love that. That's great. Yeah, the numbers are out. He's gonna make a little the contract is a little less than 5 mil. Obviously, that's prorated. So he'll get like 2.4 million, which isn't too bad if you're just, kind of sitting around, scoop up a quick 2.5 mil. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted to
think he
ask
got a
you. Oh, go ahead.
1.6 million signing bonus.
Signing, yeah.
Six.
So hey, that's not bad. I wanted to ask you guys though, like in terms of the trade deadline coming up, and I know this was asked, across a couple different podcasts this week, but like trade wise, like Howie's strategy going into the deadline. I mean, this isn't the answer, right? I mean, we still need some edge help? Um, do you think they get a little complacent? Do they think that? I mean, this is like a depth thing, right?
To me, and I hate to go away from the edge quick, but I think you need a corner help more than the
Right.
edge. So he
Okay.
might be a little complacent on the edge. I did see rumors of again Trey Hendrickson's going to require like a young player and like a mid-round pick, is what they were saying. So it doesn't look as bad now. But I don't know who you'd give up. I don't want to give up anybody, especially a young guy. But
Yeah. Yeah, so there was a few. I mean, just speaking of cornerback trades, like a few names that were thrown out. Obviously, you got Tariq Woolen, then Alontae Taylor with the Saints has been. I've been seeing a lot. Any thoughts on any of those guys?
I know I don't watch the Seahawks much, but I was reading some of the comments and there wasn't a lot of hype around Tariq Woolen. Like some people
Mm-hmm.
wanted him, but most people were like, it's just a kind of like a comparable exchange for Keely Ringo, which is something, obviously we don't want. But in better news, though, I did see the practice window for Jacorian Bennett opened up. So maybe we'll get a week to see what he's capable of if he can get out there.
Yeah, he was limited yesterday. He was out there today at practice. I mean, I think they want to get that guy going as soon as possible. Like, Adori's out. I think we may see Bennett over Keeley if
You got to
he's.
see you got to see what you got in
Ooh,
Bennett
You have to
before you
right
go
now.
making a trade. Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, you have to know because if you go out and make a trade and it turns out Bennett is actually, good, then you just fucked yourself. I mean, you just made a trade. You just gave up assets for a piece that you really didn't need. So I'm with you. Like I think that's their line of thinking too. They're gonna want to get this guy on the field as soon as possible. Vic said it a couple times now that it's incomplete. His assessment of this guy is incomplete. He got here late, so he didn't get a full camp. Got hurt, so I mean he couldn't really assess what was his strengths and weaknesses if he was going to be able to go in and be that full time starter. So just listening to Vic in this latest, presser, it sounds like that's kind of like his thinking too. Like he kind of wants to get this guy out there and see what the hell's going on. So if you do, because the trade deadline's what next or the 4th, right? November the 4th, so it's like 2 weeks
yep,
away.
yeah, November 4th, yeah,
Less than 2
less
weeks.
than 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't have much time to get this guy in and see. I mean, you're gonna have one game because you have a bye week after this. So this is the game that you're gonna have to get this guy on the field to assess, or I mean, you just hope that enough practice reps in there that Vic can, see. I don't know about that, man. I'd rather see him in the, game reps than practice reps.
Yeah, but
So I just
again, do
hope
you
that.
even get a good assessment after a guy comes back from IR? Like, is he
Oh, you're not
completely healthy? You know what I mean? So there's a whole bunch of question mark there. It's kind of hard to evaluate.
for sure. So I don't know. I don't know what they do with the cornerback situation. A lot of these like insider like beat writers and shit that are talking that I respect their opinion are saying that Jacorian Bennett was the cornerback move and how he's not going to do anything else in the cornerback market. And that they've been saying that the entire time. Like that move's been made. He already sunk assets into that position. So the likelihood of another cornerback being, traded for is probably very low. But that's my opinion. That's the biggest area of need. I
Cornerback.
mean, to cornerback, yeah, to the point where
Yeah.
I'm almost okay with, find out what you got in Perry, find out what you got in Max. If they can play slot, then move DeJohn out. When you're playing nickel and what have you. In base, he can slide back in there. And just keep Makuba, or I think it's been just Makuba. I haven't seen Brown out there at safety. I haven't seen them been switching. It's pretty much just been Makuba. So I don't know, man. I think DeJean could do it on the outside. I think he's very capable of being a quality outside corner, but will they make the move? Who knows? I mean, that's just one of the options in house here if we don't go out and get anybody.
Okay. Yeah. So you're saying, man, but like moving him from the nickel, I don't know.
And I think you could also, with that move, I mean, there's options there. So like, let's say we're playing a team like Dallas where they have,
Right.
CE who goes into the slot a lot. At that point, then you can keep DeJohn in there and then, play Jacorian Bennett, or if Adoree Jackson's back, or, if Max McWilliams or whatever, shows that he can play outside, then you can go to that, when they have like a quality slot corner, or if they move their number one into the slot a lot like Dallas does, then you can have DeJean down there. But if it's like you have two quality receivers on the outside, then you have DeJean on the outside, Q on the outside, and then whoever shakes, or rises to the top of the slot battle there. I mean, these are just like me spitballing some in-house options, because the more I listen to these guys, the more I'm truly believing there's not going to be a move made at cornerback. I think this is it.
And even if there is a move, it's probably going to be something comparable. It seems like it's not going to be a blockbuster trade for some lockdown corner.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you're not going to get like a low level starter to be your, second. I don't think anybody's going to give that up. They just don't usually, in this league. It's not like baseball. So you're not going to get a quality corner. I mean, unless the team's really tanking, I guess, or you're giving them something crazy for it, like you're overpaying for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully there's a move. Hopefully something.
While I was spitballing that practice slot opening, they also opened the practice slot for Darius Cooper, so he looks like he's coming back
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Well, with AJB with the hamstring, I don't know. Does he go or?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think he's playing.
You
Or is
do?
He,
I do, yeah.
Okay. I hope. But
think
I
it's
don't
just
know.
a little rest. I seen him walking all over the field. Don't look like it's all that hurt. You know what I mean? Most people with a terrible hamstring are just gimping around. He's
Yeah,
walking all around the field at practice and shit, dapping up Coop and dancing and shit.
Yeah. They formed a relationship. Yeah. That was something that was brought up. Like, I mean, AJB has relationships in the locker room. He's not this like ostracized villain. I don't know. It's weird. What Clayton, I want to ask, what did you make of his tweets? His recent tweets. Would they say that he using me but not using me?
Yeah.
What's your take on that? If you got
I'm just over it. I'm over the social media shit. Like I want players to start getting fined for this shit. I know it'll never happen, but like, I had made a crazy comment to you guys, I'd rather have these
Right.
guys spit on somebody than go on social media, because if you spit on somebody, you're getting punished for it. These guys can go
Yeah.
on social media and say this shit and become a distraction, and there's no repercussions. I hate that, man. Just shut the fuck up with your cryptic tweets, especially if this is a troll, which everybody's saying this is probably a troll. That makes it even worse to me, man. You're intentionally being a distraction for fun. Like,
And yeah.
I mean, Jalen got asked about it in his presser this week. Like, come on, you're making your teammates answer for you, man. Just shut the fuck up. And what's worse is it's in a week that you just had a really good game. Your quarterback had a perfect passer rating, and you're still sourpussing off the field, not talking to anybody, after you're not talking to the media afterwards, and then you're going, Tuesday, cryptic tweet. Just get the hell out of here with that. Please just stay off. Like, I like AJ. I know I was saying that, like, I'm hating on him right now, which I am pissed at him right now. I like AJ, man. I want him to be here. I just want him to be fucking happy and be here and be content. And I don't know what the hell what what he needs for that to, happen at this point.
And not only that, like, stop crying about people that are talking about you because the only person that made fucking people talk about you is you. You know what I
Mm.
mean? If you don't fucking go off and be all weird and be a fucking weirdo, then nobody has to talk about you.
It's
Did you lose? Did you
100%.
lose me there? Yeah, no, you
No,
got
no.
me. All right.
I got you.
My computer went to sleep. I didn't know if I got cut off, but yeah, then nobody like if you don't make it a big thing, then none of the reporters and the media they have to talk about it. But as soon as you go and make a big deal out of it, then they got to fucking talk about it because that's their job.
Mhm. And he knows it. Like, and that's the thing. AJ's not dumb. Like, he's an intelligent dude. And the only thing that really saves him is it's what, Alex had said, man. Inside that locker room, he's liked a lot. His teammates love this guy, which is conquered, completely goes against what you would think. You know, personally, I would not want a distraction on my team. Like, I don't want somebody going out, posting bullshit, crying, playing the diva role. But his teammates love him and embrace him. So, like, as long as it's not a cancer inside the locker room, which it does not look like that's the case, okay, whatever, man. I hate it. Like, moving forward, I don't want to see like it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to see it. If he does it, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm just done with it. I'm not going to
Yeah,
comment on it.
I stopped
I'm
paying
not going to
attention
give
to it,
yeah.
so it
I'm not.
doesn't
I'm
even
not giving
bother me
any
anymore.
attention. What the hell
The-
is this guy addicted to? Like, attention? Is he addicted to
Yeah,
social
of
media? What the
course.
fuck is wrong with him?
Needs
But
to go
whatever.
get some ayahuasca and kill that ego off.
Yeah.
yeah, I
The
don't know. I
ego
mean, it
death.
seems like mental issues. The more and more, it's like, man, you must have some stuff going on. Like, just not well. It's just not. It's not natural or normal behavior. Just to constantly, I don't like. It's like subtweeting. Do you guys know what subtweeting is?
No.
I learned this. This I guess the kids do this, as you can say. So it's like posting out a quote where like everyone knows it's about someone, but you don't actually say it.
Uh,
So so it's like, yeah, it's this weird. And you would hate this. Yeah, it's like the non-confrontational. Like, just call it out. If like, just say it if you want to say it. But yeah, I guess that's what it is. Like posting a quote on your AIM AIM BRB
Yeah, sure.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then having it be for it's completely like weird. I mean, this guy's what, like 33 at this point?
mm.
It's like,
It's like
come on.
it's like
And
me
you're professional.
it's like me blaming you for losing the dynasty, Alex, but not actually
Yeah.
even though it wasn't you at all. I'm just like, man, this guy cost me the Dolphin dynasty.
I think we both played a pretty bad game.
Yeah, oh, dude, we were horrible. It was so bad.
Yeah, it was just we like when you get to a certain point and you climb the mountaintop, it's just it's way harder to keep it up, like game in and game
Yeah.
out. It's just it's tough. It's tough.
And you played the same team 30 fucking times.
The same rotation, yeah. Um let's jump into we talked about AJB's hamstring, but this might be a question for Clayton. Jurgens. He's probably not going to play, and it looks like they're going to start Toth at center. What's your take on this on that move, and what would be your desired starting five? Given the injury, not desired, but
Yeah, well, man, that's a tough one, honestly. Going back and watching, Toth was definitely up and down. He wasn't a disaster in the pass protection. He had a few, here and there. In the run game, he was not good. He was not good at all, and it showed why when he came
Nobody
in.
was good in the run game though.
Well, again, I'm with you, but I mean, he got
Yeah,
mowed
yeah.
down a few times. Like he was on the ground on his ass. He got put down, and it's like, dude, you're going forward. How are you on your ass? Like I could see you getting knocked down when it's past pro because you're, going backwards. Whatever. I digress. Um, but yeah, me personally, I would I would default to Stout with a full week of prep with him at center. If Stout feels, he's the best option, I'll default to him. Personally, I would like to see, we didn't
Dickerson.
really get to see him. Not even Dickerson. I would like to see Drew Kendall. To see he's a natural center more so than Toth. I mean, Toth is just one of these like utility players. He can just play up and down the line, but he's not a natural center. Kendall's a natural center, so I'd almost want to see him. But if Stout feels he's not ready, then it is what it is. I feel like if you move Dickerson over, you're weakening two positions. I mean, you might as well just weaken one, leave Dickerson where he's at, and just bring Toth or Kendall or whoever in, at center there, and just hope you can get through this game. The problem is who you're facing this week is a ferocious front, and on
Yep.
top of that, they have one of the best, in my opinion, nose tackles in the league in Dexter Lawrence. Um, that's going to be a tough assignment. Whoever starts there, even if it was Jurgens, it's going to be a tough assignment. For that
He's
guy.
gonna shit on Tooth.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I'm just hoping whoever they go with, and I'm with you. I'm almost positive it's going to be Toth, which I'm okay with, I guess. If
An-
Stout thinks it's okay.
Another thing is they did just re-sign Sua Opeta to the practice squad. They could potentially move him up to play guard if you did move Dickerson over, and then maybe Toth. But also people were going outlandish and saying put Fred Johnson in there. I don't know if Fred Johnson can play guard.
Yeah,
Then you run the risk of losing your tackle depth as well. If barring somebody gets hurt.
it's not as easy for a tackle to go in at guard as
He's
people
too
think it
big.
is. Becton I thought that was going to be a disaster, and it turned out to be, a huge win. Somebody that big playing inside, like it's not natural. It really isn't, and it just worked out for Becton last season. So
They
I'm not on board with bringing Fred inside
doesn't matter now, but they should have locked Becton up, man.
100%. Looking back on it,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I don't know. We'll see.
Before we move off the injury stuff, I know we kind of slid away from it here, but are you guys concerned at all that they didn't open Nolan Smith's window? Is this guy hurt worse than what we were thinking? Or are they just
Is he
gonna?
hurt the same week?
Yeah, they
Or does
all
he still
three of
have
these
another week?
guys,
Yeah.
all three of these guys went on IR in the same week, and only two of them got their practice windows open. Cooper and
Well, I mean, I'll
Jake.
say this, apparently that what is it, the triceps,
Mm,
for him even having the surgery and it re-tearing again right away, and probably best he didn't get it opened.
yeah,
That thing's got to heal.
yeah, and we got a bye
Yeah.
week after this. Just I was hoping they would let him sit out. We
I
need
think
this
with the
kid healthy.
BG, I think with the BG signing, they were probably like, let's just sit you down and try to get you healthy.
Yeah.
And not for
Yeah.
nothing, man. Patrick Johnson isn't playing all that bad. He's had some pretty good reps out there. Now it's no world beater edge, but
No, for sure. Like he's not a disaster out there at all. Like he's, giving you quality reps out there.
it's
So
getting you some pressures.
he's got a sack. I mean, it's not many of our edges can say that. I think Uche's the only other one.
While we're
Yeah.
still on this D line, I got a funny story. Zach Bond was on Bussing with the Boys, and they were asking him about like Jalen Carter maybe being like, is he like an unapproachable like player? Is he like mean and shit? And Bond was like, I guess Jalen Carter like left his zone to make a play, and Bond came up to him afterwards, like, "Hey man, you got to be in that gap." And he was like, "Don't fucking tell me how to play football." Bond said he was like, Bond was
Hell
like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay, yeah, you got it, man. Hey, guess what? I should have been in that gap. I should have known what you were doing. I should have been filling that gap." And he's like, "You got it, bud."
That's hilarious. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. So you guys don't think any big splashes? We fans can put the Trey Hendrickson away on the wish list.
I mean, for a young player, I just don't know if you could get away with like a Ringo or a fucking somebody, but I don't want to get rid of any of our young edges. I kind of like both of them.
Yeah, that's the hang up for me. I don't know that Howie's be willing to pull the trigger on an old head for, sacrifice the
Yeah.
future for maybe a 2-year rental. I mean, he would definitely help us this year for sure, but beyond that, who the hell knows? He's not signed
Plus, he's
after.
got a back injury again.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dinged up. Yeah,
Well, he sat last week because of the back injury.
yeah, I didn't even know that. Yeah, I'm good on giving up any young guys for that.
The thing that was nice was like mid round. It wasn't like a first round then and then a young guy, but if it's like a third or fourth, it's like who can we find? You can have Odori and fucking Ringo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, put it to bed.
Put it to bed. But we got the Giants. I kind of like going, like getting them again after they embarrassed you. Just getting to see them right away. I mean, man, it'd be great to and I know Sirianni would never do this, but run up the score. Maybe ask anyone on offense, do you know how to backflip? But we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like we're not that type of winners. I mean, that's some like, hey, we finally won, letting it
Yeah,
all out, but we don't do that. But
that
I
was
mean,
their
that'd be
Super
funny.
Bowl. That was
Yeah,
their Super
exactly.
Bowl, and that's the way they were
Exactly.
celebrating and treating that. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man.
The Bussin guys were calling them the creatine Caucasians, Dart and fucking Scatabo.
Yeah, man, I hope he gets knocked around.
Yeah, you definitely can't let him get out of the pocket and run on us like he did. He's not really all that fast and made him look like a hero. So they're gonna demolish him. I know they're pissed off.
Oh, 100%. Jordan Mailata is super pissed. He just kept saying how, that Thursday night game was, in his opinion, his worst game as a professional. And he's so happy that, we're playing him, again, basically the following week, so he can get his get back. And that was kind of the sentiment. I was listening to all the players talk, the last couple days in the locker room. That's the sentiment everybody has. Like they're focused. They're looking for get back. Like they're pissed.
Was it the Little Giants that they had like the Alka-Seltzer tablets that they were foaming at the mouth or whatever? That's what
Yes.
we need. That's what we need.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think we do. I think we do handle them. Head into the bye, and man, and then it's Lambeau. But I'm not looking ahead. It'll be a fun game. I think it'll be a
Yeah,
fun game.
It's been
Before we
hard to get up,
go ahead.
real quick, but it's been hard to get up for these New York games in the past couple years just because we've, slapped them around. But now that they got one, a fucking stinger on us like that, this is the first time that, going into the Giants game, it's like, okay, this is interesting. I actually am out for blood. I want us to fuck these guys up pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I did have this little stat written down about the Vikings game. Sunday's Vikings game was the first time in 11 years the Eagles have won a game with over 300 passing yards and fewer than 50 rush yards.
How many years?
11 years.
11.
Now, Jalen had those couple runs where he ran back. I think that hurt us in the run game there.
Yeah, he ended up with a -10, I think.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So that probably irrigates that stat a little bit, but
Yeah.
speaking of Hurts, though, 3 of his 5 most accurate games have been against the Vikings.
I like that.
Yeah. Here, I got a couple Hurts stats. Let me just go in for a
Yeah,
second
yeah.
here. Hurts 108.9 passer rating on the year is the highest in Eagles history through 7 games. Previous high was Carson's 108.1 in 2018. And
Damn.
Hurts is the third QB ever with a 70% completion percent, 11 more passing TDs, and 1 fewer interception through 7 games. The others were Alex Smith and Drew Brees and that was in 2017 and 18 for Breeze. And then you'll like this one, Clayton. Hurts became the third player in history with a perfect rating against a team ranked first or second in pass defense. The other was former Eagle Ken O'Brien, and then the other was Kerry Collins.
Oh gosh, Penn State
Yeah.
alum.
Yeah. Figured you'd like that. And while we're at it, I have some offensive and defensive rankings just to see where we're at. Because I know I did that last year, but there wasn't a whole lot going on this year to even be excited about. But
Right.
for the offense, we're 22nd in total yards with 2,008 yards. 26th in passing yards per game with 286.9. 16th in passing yards with 16th in total passing yards with 1,391. And we're 22nd in passing yards per game with 198.7. 29th in rushing yards total with 617 on the year. 30th in rushing yards per game with 88.1. 10th in total points for the year with 170. 14th in points per game with 24.3. That's the offense there. And then the defense, I have 26 in total yards allowed with 2,444. 23rd in yards per game with 349.1. So we got to clean that up. 20th in total passing yards with on the year with 1,549. 19th in passing yards per game with 221.3. 24th in total rushing yards allowed, 895. 22nd in rushing yards allowed per game with 127.9. 21st in total points on the year with 165. 20th in points allowed per game with 23.6. And then the turnover differential for us is a +4. We're tied for 6, but there's a bunch of teams that are, in there.
I'm sorry, you said
obviously, for the tie.
+4?
+4, yep.
Nice.
And I got a weird Saquon Barkley one I kind of just wrote down because I liked it. This is from Rube. So basically, Saquon Barkley is the fourth best running back in the league in the first quarter. So he averages 5.1 yards per carry in the first quarter, and he casually gets worse throughout the game. So, and obviously it's situation dependent. Like if we're losing, we're throwing a lot more. But
Right.
second quarter is he averages 3.8 yards per carry. He's 32nd of 44 running backs with 10 carries or more. Third quarter, 3.4 yards per carry, 25th of 34. And then he really, again, situation dependent, gets shut down in the fourth quarter. He's only averaging 1.4 yards per carry. He's 48th of 51. And that's, again, these are all on 10 attempts. So he's averaging 3.3 overall. Leads the NFL with 21 runs for negative yards, totaling 18.6% of his carries. Last year, he only had 33 negative runs over 345 carries. That's 9.6%. So he's basically doubled his negative rushes this year so far.
That is bizarre. That's
Yeah.
the complete
Yeah,
opposite of what he was
it's
doing
insane,
last
but-
year. Like he was getting stronger as the game went on last year, and it's
Yeah.
just the opposite this year.
And again,
like
it's
he's-
situation dependent too. If we're losing, obviously we're throwing and shit. So
He's still got juice though. Like I don't think it's a matter
yeah,
of
no.
like him being burned out from that too, like that big season,
He said
2,000
he's
yard
not.
season. Yeah, I don't think he is, but like, yeah, was it against the Giants where he's got those like big runs? He's getting going, and then it's like AJ Dillon time.
You didn't
Do you
see
guys
any
remember
AJ
that?
Dillon last week. Yeah, I do remember that game, but
It's like
I
I don't know.
I honestly believe the line's letting him down from what we're watching and from what I'm seeing, but he's definitely taken all the blame, and the presser says he's got to be better, which I can appreciate. I don't think he's burnout. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think that season last year burnt the line out more than it burnt the running back out. To be honest, it's the way it's looking, at least to me. Through 7
Yeah.
games.
Yeah, that's a crazy stat.
But I do, just to piggyback off of John there, I do appreciate him coming out and just putting it all on him in the pressers and everything. Like that's a good leader. That's a good teammate. And I know he's frustrated, and you don't see it. Like you don't see him acting out or anything like that, but he's frustrated.
Oh, you could
And
see it last game.
Right.
yeah,
He ripped his
yeah,
chin strap off. He was pissed.
um, eh, the sad thing is, man, this thing could legit just spring to life overnight. That's how close they
Right.
are. They're just missing in certain spots, and it's not the same thing all the time. It's just weird little shit here and there. But like, if they could ever just find some consistency and
That's it.
some good play calling,
If
man.
Jalen Hurts continues to throw the ball like he did last game, that running game's gonna open way up.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to. They're definitely gonna have to dip out of these heavy boxes because we'll just Jalen will just stand back there and pick you apart. Then, like, all right, man, bring 7 people up to the line, bring 8 people up to the line, please. Watch what happens when Smitty goes running past your fucking safety and I bomb you.
I think if he passes it all over him this game and the running game opens up a little bit, I think for the rest, at least for the next couple weeks, I know we got to buy afterwards, but teams are going to empty out of that box.
I'm with you. He's
Yeah,
definitely
if he can,
it's
if yeah, if he can prove he can do it a couple weeks, they're going to stop crowding the box.
yeah, it'll force a different look. It'll force defenses to play this offense differently. Right now, they're playing this offense as it's one dimensional, which this is wild, and it's something
And
I
it has
I
been.
said to you guys. Yeah, and it has. And I can't believe it. Like Jalen Hurts is like one of the best quarterbacks this season against the blitz, and they just keep blitzing
Yeah.
him at an incredible rate. It's like, yeah, keep doing it, guys. You dumbasses. Like you don't see this. You
Right.
don't see like you're not looking at prior games like that. 2 years ago, that was maybe the blueprint on how to beat Jalen Hurts. Force him to beat you from the pocket and then just blitz his face off. He's he's grown, man. He's evolved. Like that doesn't work anymore. If you blitz him, he's gonna make you pay.
Yeah. I like it.
So
I like it. Is there anywhere where maybe Jalen's taking a step back, or is he evolving into this because that was always the knock, right? The blitz, that's how to beat Jalen. I mean, if he's got that in his tool belt, is he getting to final form? Just a beast all around.
personally, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Go ahead, John.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you got it. You got it. I was going to
So,
defer to you anyways.
uh, personally, I mean, this season, yeah, I think we're seeing things, especially this last game. But this has been evolving over the course here of these 7 games. We're seeing stuff different from Jalen that we haven't seen in the past. I'm starting to see anticipation throws, specifically last week. He had some very nice anticipation throws. He was throwing on time. Like this is stuff that I'd given up hope. Like I just thought, this was, that's Jalen. It is what it is. He's a winner, but these are his deficiencies, but they're not. He can do it, which kind of makes me wonder if they were holding him back, or if this is something that he's evolved into just this season. If he could be doing this the whole time, what the hell? But either way, I'm seeing it. Also seeing instead of him just breaking a clean pocket, or being real skittish in the pocket and just breaking out to run, like he's hanging in a pocket even when it's kind of dirty, and when he does break it, he's not dropping his eyes anymore. He's looking downfield. And this wasn't just last
Oh
week.
yeah,
This
yeah.
has been, the last couple weeks, to be honest with you. He's looking downfield to make plays as opposed to just take off and run. So that's big. That's a big deal for him. The only thing that I've seen him, and this is after the first 2 or 3 games here, his running game has really taken a step down. He hasn't been destroying people with his legs like he was. Like for instance, that Cowboys game, Jalen won us that game, and a lot of that was with his legs. The timely
Mm.
runs, picking up crucial first downs to keep drives alive. We haven't seen that over the last 3 weeks. Pretty much since the Giants game, he wasn't really scrambling in that one either. He didn't scramble. Denver completely shut down his scramble, and then last week, we said it earlier. He had negative 10 yards to finish the day. That's not a Jalen stat line that you're used to seeing. Usually he's good for like 50 or 60 yards, even with the kneel downs at the end of the game. So that's the only area that I'm seeing that is a possible step back right now. I don't know if that's intentional, if it's being coached. It's
I was
definitely
just gonna
some
ask. Yeah,
game
do you
flow
think
and
it's do you
stuff.
think it's intentional or
I think some of
like
it is the
coaching?
way the game's flowing. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. 100%. We'll have to see, more going forward on it. But that's the only area that I'm like, whoa, this is kind of weird. This is different.
I got
But go ahead, go ahead.
I got one that and it's not a step back. It's just what he's been. I'd like to see him open it up more. Stop being afraid to throw the interception and just let it fly. You know what I mean? And obviously that's probably being coached. Hey, we win all these games that you don't turn the ball over. You know what I mean? But I want to see him just let it fly, man.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
that touchdown to AJ Brown,
The second one.
yeah, the second one there. That's the type of stuff I want to see him
Yep.
start doing. Just letting it rip, man. Even though there was two defenders right there, but when I went back and watched that on the all 22, that was actually I was kind of pissed in the moment watching it on the broadcast. I was like, why the fuck do we have two receivers so close to each other? But it was actually kind of a good concept because
He hot routed that up.
yeah, well, whatever it was, Smitty pulls two defenders off, so then it kind of almost isolates AJ, and it's a dart right there. I mean, just a perfect
Well,
throw.
he moved at the line. He moved Smitty closer to AJ to do
Mm.
that.
It
I
was
mean, I
smart.
watched it a few times now. You can see him,
Diabolical.
he gives the little hand motion and actually gets Smitty closer to AJ.
That's smart. I missed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just stuff like that we weren't seeing in the past. And I'm with you. I'm ready to let Jalen off, or out of the straight jacket, as he said in that one presser. They took the straight jacket off.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see it. I think he's there, man. I think he's there. And even if he's ripping it, I think he's not gonna, be a turnover machine like was happening in the decline there in 23. I mean, he just started turning the ball over out of nowhere at an incredible rate.
And even if
Um,
he does, then dial it back again.
Yeah, exactly. Just water it
Yeah.
back down.
He's got the
You know?
ability to. We've seen it from, the start of last year to him, locking it down. Man, like what was it, the third down play at the end of the game where the blitz comes and he just kind of like, I mean, it was a controlled heave, but like that thing was like, he kind of just tossed that up there. I mean, I wouldn't say it was an errant throw. You guys remember what I'm talking about with AJ Brown?
Yeah, the third
Mhm.
down, it was
Yeah.
3rd and 4
I
or
mean,
whatever.
He kind
Yeah.
of just launches that thing like that.
And
That's playing loose. That's loose.
I did last pod too, but you got to give Petula his flowers on that. That's a great play call, that double move on
Right.
the slant. I mean,
Mm.
that's if you watch any of the post game, like where they're in the locker room, Sirianni gives them the flowers on it too. He's like, I know you've been waiting on that. That's a great spot to dial it up. So,
Nice. Yeah, well, you said the name. The name, like, what's our temperature? We check the temperatures here. Patullo. I mean, obviously, for me, as well as other people and other fans, he's gotten heat. Are we cooling the temperature, or is it staying the same?
it's the same for me, and I'll give you my reason why. It's
Yeah.
because a lot of these plays, it's Jalen pulling shit out of his ass. So we got to get guys
Okay.
open right away and get that anticipation throw. Even though we're winning and that last game was so great, he has this phenomenal perfect passer rating. It still looks hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not just. It
Not
shouldn't look that
methodically moving
hard.
down the field, right?
What's that?
It's not like easily methodically moving down the
Yeah,
field like
yeah.
you're used to seeing.
It's like, why is it so hard? And you're like sitting at the edge of your seat because Hurts is waiting and waiting and waiting. Nobody's open. Then he's got to flee the pocket. Then finally a guy gets open on the back end. It's like, why can't we just get guys open on the first route, the first look, or even the second look? You know what I mean? Get through the progressions, and we don't have to. I don't know. It just looks harder than what it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, there was I don't know if this is, I know you're saying something a little different, but it made me think of, there was a play, I forget, might have been, I forget what game, but it looked like AJ Brown was like the third read, and he's like going into the end zone, and I think you brought it up where he was open. Do you
Yeah, I
remember that
forget the
he's
play
going
now.
in the end
Yeah,
zone, and
yeah.
like they ended up like throwing down, they like check it down, but it's like, why is AJ Brown just not your first? Like, is it bad for him to be your only read there? You got like top 5 receiver in the game. He can beat that guy. I mean, dial it up and launch it. And if it's really not there, then you throw it in the back of the end zone. And like, I think the
Or
play
you
ended up
check
being
it
like
down. Then you know what I mean?
yeah,
Give him the
check it
first
down
read.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, why is that not your first read? Cue it up. And if it's not there, yeah, then check it down. But yeah,
Well,
that
I'll
kind of
tell you
stuff. I mean,
this.
that's coached, right? Like progressions and So he's
Sure.
doing what he's coached. It's just
You
not.
get Smitty or AJ in single coverage, those should almost, and you see AJ, if you can get to if you can get to the line with a play called in where Hurts can see the progression, he can make a shift and bring a guy back to see what kind of defense we're in, if we're in man or zone, and you got AJ Brown or Smitty, laced up on a single coverage, and the other guy's probably doubled with some help or whatever, if it's cover one or then you got to make. I think that's what you should make your first read. Then whatever guys single coverage, if
Right.
maybe hot route the route, you know what I mean? If there's something else you like.
Yeah, if you see
Yeah.
that, if Jalen sees that like a matchup like that on the line, he should be, screaming it. Like he should be screaming
Yeah.
the hot route, fucking audible right there, just letting whatever receiver, hey man, you're hot. Like you're now the first read. You're my hot. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And it's weird because some of the routes these receivers run are straight up dummy routes. That AJ Brown where it was like he was, uh, Jalen rolls out and tells him to fucking go. That was that first touchdown, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a dummy route AJ was running.
He's just fucking standing there too.
Exactly. It was a dummy route. Like his job was to go to a certain spot and take certain players with him. And he did it. And it just so happened that, Jalen looked up and seen the fucking mismatch and was like, yeah, just go, bro. And fucking, sticks him with it for a touchdown.
Did you see
That's
I don't know if you
crazy.
saw any of the they got a hot mic on Saquon Barkley there, and he was saying, "Why would you put a safety on him or some shit?" Right after he scored that, I was like, "Oh my god!" I said the same thing.
Yes, I did see that.
Oh. Is this team still the Rivian or what? Is this
Ugh. Well,
60?
right before that, like if that's your dummy route where you're just going to go somewhere and stand, then that's another problem I kind of have a little bit with Patullo. Like I get the idea of, pulling players away, but give me a fucking real route.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The dummy route shit, I'm not on board with that. Even if, don't get me wrong, when you're coming up with play designs and whatnot, you do like think about having guys run through certain spaces on the field, so it'll take people
Especially in
with them.
zone, yeah.
Yeah, and then you have people playing off that coming underneath, but don't make that person that's taking everybody with them a dummy route that's like not even really in the play. He should still be in the progression at some point. Like it shouldn't be
Right.
just a completely wasted fucking route. Like that's got to be like demoralizing as a player, knowing, oh shit, on this rep, I'm not even getting looked at. Which I mean, a real team player would be like, hey man, I'm letting my other boys eat. If I can take these three guys with me, and my boy's wide open underneath for a touchdown, awesome. That should be the mindset, but I can get it. I get it. Like AJ, sending a guy like AJ's caliber on dummy routes, I get it because he's a good target and they're going to pay attention to him. But in the same sense, dude, he should still be in the progression. There should never be quote unquote dummy routes. It should just be
Right.
clearing routes. Is what you should be doing.
He's
And if
also not
you're
even double covered. So what are you
Yeah,
fucking pulling? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
hopefully they're not in the offensive meeting calling his routes dummy routes. Like,
not only that, like if your
I'd
dummy
be
routes
furious
for you
too.
to if your dummy routes for you to pull a fucking safety on a top 5 receiver, like give me a fucking break, dude. That should be the hot route.
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah,
Hey AJ, we're just gonna
Patullo's-
have you on some dummy routes this week.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm with John. The Tulu thing. I mean, there were some good concepts, and there was some concepts you're like, what the fuck is the point? What are we doing here on some of these plays this week? So I mean, it's still there. It was just Jalen playing, great football that made Patullo look better than he was. And I'm not
Right.
shitting on Patullo still. Like I'm not shitting on the guy. It is what it is. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he's great. I think he's slightly below average, somewhere in there. And I'm just hoping, he can keep evolving. What was nice to see this week is something that we've been screaming for on this podcast. Throwing it from under center, play actioning from under
Mhm.
center, and double moves. All three of those things we've seen this week. So
Yes.
I'm
And
hoping
it's
that's
been reported.
evolving. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's been reported that the under center was a Jalen Hurts, something he wants to do. So hopefully it wasn't just like a game plan thing, and it's going to be here to stay a little bit more. Seeing as how it came from Jalen, but yeah, definitely. I mean, Saquon even says he says it without saying it, but he says like it's easier to see the field running from under center, and I think he prefers it.
For sure, and I mean, especially if you're going to be running, if you're going to be doing dives and shit in the center instead of getting it to the outside, where honestly, if we're being real, our two best linemen right now are Lane and Milata, so you should be running more behind them on the outside. But if you do want to dive and shit just to keep the defense honest up the gut, it's better to go out under center so he can have a head of steam when he hits the line. You know what I'm saying? Like he's coming downhill, you just turn around and put the ball right in his fucking stomach, and he's boom hitting the hole.
Yeah.
Instead of this shit where the ball has to travel back to you, so however long that is, the defense is already up and moving. I don't know. I know a lot of running backs that have had interviews and whatnot say they like to run out from under center more than out of the shotgun. There's a lot of a
Yeah.
high percentage of running backs would prefer to be under center when they're
That
running.
makes sense. Yeah, I think, and it's. I was thinking about this. I was out just taking a little stroll earlier. I listened to my podcast, but what am I trying to say here? Man, this team is so talented that I think they can reinvent themselves. Like maybe a less talented team or a less able team, like maybe they can switch it up. But I feel like this team is able to, and it made me optimistic that like with the under center stuff, like they're able to make adjustments and do it well. Like I don't think teams can really like reinvent themselves um as good as the Eagles can, like with the talent the Eagles have. Is that making sense? Am I rambling? Was I
No, I
rambling
mean,
a bit?
no, I agree. I mean, not many teams can come into the season, expecting to be a run first team, built to be a run first team, and then just turn around and become a pass first team.
Yeah.
This team has the talent to do that. And it's not just like, oh, they have a quarterback and a couple. No, they have good pass blocking line. They have a good tight end, and they have two elite receivers, and they have a
Right.
very good quarterback. So they can pretty much. This is like the true pick your poison type of deal. Like they can beat you anyway, and that's how they look at it. What's it going to take this week to beat you?
Yeah, it might be multiple weeks too. We're like, hey, these 3 weeks are a pass game till they, empty out the box. Now we're back to running for 3 weeks. Now they're back in the box. Now we're passing again. You know what I mean? Like it may have to be both.
Yep, and they're equipped to do it, just like you said. The talent level on this offense, it's elite. I mean, I have no other word for it.
Kill
It's
you
one
in
of the
different
best
ways.
It's one of the best offenses in the league, talent-wise. I mean, it just is.
We're still ascending. Yeah. Like we haven't reached, like we haven't even hit our plateau. And it's what it's week 8, week 7. I should know that.
Last week
Going
was
into
our best week, and it still wasn't even close to how good we should be.
Right.
And just to, show you guys this, and this isn't something that I'm proud of, and it doesn't bode well moving forward if you look at history. We've been outgained every single game this year. 7 straight games, we've been outgained. That does not bode well for teams that do that. There have been teams that have made the playoffs doing that, being outgained 7 straight weeks or 6 I think it was 6 straight weeks when I heard it last week. No team has made the Super Bowl or won the Super Bowl. So, doing that. So that needs to turn around this week. Like that needs to turn around now. Our defense, they've been coming up big. Like they've been the textbook bend but don't break. Get you down to the, let you, get into the red zone and then tighten up and make you kick 3 or turn you over. So they haven't been giving up the touchdowns, but they do need to fix some of these leaks and be more consistent on the defensive side of the ball.
Kind of living off big plays too, no?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I mean there's a lot of growth here still. This is not the final form. This isn't even close to final form.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for the I'm excited to see where this team can go. You know what I mean? This Ferrari, this Porsche. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'd have to think about the car.
It's a kid
I don't-
car. If it's a Porsche and a Ferrari, it's just a kid car on a.
It's like a Toyota Corolla right now. Souped up though. Souped up.
A lot of nice.
There's a lot of
rims.
aftermarket. A lot of
Windows are
aftermarket.
tinted.
Yeah, there you go.
It's got the removable CD player faceplate.
Oh,
In the
Spree Wells.
Yeah. It's pretty much.
Got the crown or the fist air freshener.
Ooh. I
Okay.
like that. Um, let's see here. Oh, we talked about. There's a lot of talk about maybe getting a tight end, and I've seen Mark Andrews in a couple
Yeah,
reports. What do you guys think about that? I mean,
I like it.
yeah,
I
As a
like it.
trade,
Depending on
I don't know what you yeah, whatever the deal is.
right.
I 100% would take that because I don't even know how old he is. I know he's younger than Goddard. So, and we're gonna, dude,
Shoo.
next season we need to address the tight end spot. Like, you need to be serious about it too. As we've seen this season, the Timu fucking tight end room. If we didn't get Goddard back, oh my god, dude.
The Timu tight end room. I
I'll tell
love
you
that.
what, I don't watch a whole lot of college ball, but I've been watching a little bit this year. The one guy from now he'll probably go high in the draft, but that Sadiq from
Oh yeah,
Oregon
Mm.
looks pretty good, man. He looks
yes,
pretty good.
yeah. He's beastly.
Man, yeah, I haven't caught any college ball. I remember like every time the draft comes around, I'm like, man, I'm really gonna lock in next year and watch college. I don't know. I feel
Well,
like,
that's the thing. Like,
yeah.
go ahead. No, I don't want to
No,
cut
I
you
was
off.
gonna
Go ahead.
say I feel like Sundays like are a big football day, and then I mean, I don't know. I mean, I catch games, but I'm not really like dialed in. I'm not watching players. It's like it's on, and I don't know. Maybe I got to lock in for the draft, for the draft
I try to
pods.
I try to watch like some of the better games. If there's like two ranked teams playing, I'll watch
Yeah.
a little bit of that. But I can also put 4 games on at once with the YouTube TV. But
Oh, that's nice.
from what I've been seeing through quarterbacks, dude, I'm not real big on any college quarterback that I'm seeing. It's not like the old days of Burrow, you know what I mean? It just doesn't strike me like
Right.
that. Maybe Clayton could say somebody he's seen, but I just haven't seen anybody that I'm real like over the top.
Yeah, there's this year, no. And you know who I was so excited to see, even though I'm not a huge Texas fan. Like, I wanted to see Arch Manning because it's so much hype around him, and
Mhm.
you know he didn't get the play last year really at all. And when he did, he came in and he was pretty good. Whew. Man, people were dead wrong on that.
Yeah,
That
he's
guy's
bad,
dumb.
man.
I mean, maybe he's definitely not coming out this year. If he does, he's dumb. He's gonna be a 6th round draft pick. But yeah, man, I haven't seen anything that's like, blowing my hair back on any of these quarterbacks, which kind of sucks. When you don't need a quarterback, you want the quarterback class to be strong every single year. That way, the people that you do need will fall to you easier because people are going to be going crazy for quarterbacks, moving
That's
up,
true.
trying to get these quarterbacks, these quarterback needy teams because there's always quarterback needy teams. So if you have yours, it's better for there to be a good quarterback class or more of a quarterback class, I should say. Like, you want
Or
more
does it raise the stock? Does it raise the stock of a certain Tanner McKee if there's no
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too.
Yeah.
prospects? Yeah.
And that's an
Yeah.
interesting one. What happens with him? Are they just going to let this guy walk in free agency? I mean, you're going to try to trade him, get something? I don't know what they do with him. Are they going to re-sign him? Is
I
he going
feel
to
like
want
you
to
got to let
re-sign?
him go be a starter somewhere,
Yeah,
but
I think he
I'd
has
hate
the
to
talent.
lose him for
Me
nothing.
too. Me too. I want to see him. I
Right.
want to see him inside this offense. And I like Jalen. Don't get me wrong. I just want to see Tanner inside this offense one time with the starters, not the, you know, second and third string guys.
Did you see? This is crazy. This is going off topic a little bit, but even though Gabriel is the starter in Cleveland, they don't give Shador Sanders any reps at all with the ones. So even if Gabriel got hurt, Shador Sanders would come in and he has no reps at all with the ones.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know.
insane, dude.
Why would you have your backup quarterback that under? I guess it's Cleveland, so they're
Yeah.
losing anyway. So
Yeah.
if somebody goes down, it doesn't matter.
Poverty.
It's an L. That's
Just
terrible,
another
though.
L. Yeah. And this will be the first time this season the Eagles will be in Kelly Greens.
Yes. Let's go.
Love it.
So I'm excited for that.
And I don't know if I should say this, but they are perfect in the Kelly Green era.
Oh,
Knocking on wood.
knock on that. Well, I don't know. I'm excited for it. Anything else? Man, you had a shout out, Clayton, about some Jalen Carter play. I don't know if you wanted to
Oh yeah, he's
give your observations on that.
this is this was the most encouraging game all season. It's looking like he's rounding back into form, and he was playing a ton out there. But not only that, like some of the interesting stuff Vic was doing with him, like he was lining up everywhere along the line there. Like he was in 0 tech, 2 tech, 3 tech, 5 tech. I almost think he was a 7 tech at one point. Um, but he was definitely close. I mean, 5 or 7, it's super close anyway. So, but yeah, he's lining up on the outside and he's getting, quality reps on it. So, I guess that's another, in-house. If we don't go out and get an edge, that's another in-house, option. Just moving Jalen Carter up and down the line there. You can bring in, Morrow and Davis, and maybe have Carter on the outside there if you need that, if you need help. Bringing Campbell down, I think we're going to see a lot more of that. N'Kobe Dean was just spectacular,
Mhm.
and he played like half the snaps, something like that. But he's early on, here or there was like a couple, hiccups, but when he locked in, oh my God, he was back. Like he's back. Kobe's back. And I think he has to be on the field, man. The run game was better with him on the field. The sad part is, what do you do with Campbell then? I mean, because this kid's fucking good. This kid is a stud. And I mean, do you want to take him off the field? Do you want to put him at edge?
No,
Just
I
throw him in
don't. I don't know.
the deep end and say,
Can he play nickel?
Yeah, yeah.
At this point, yeah, let's see it. But no,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you do there. I mean, I guess this week it'll probably be Campbell more on the edge because we're shorthanded, depending on what happens with Graham BG here. It's looking like Ojulari's definitely out. So, and no Nolan Smith coming back. His practice window's not even open. So yeah, you're going to be a little short there on the edge this week. So I imagine that's going to be we're going to see a lot of Campbell coming off the edge, and
Which we
I
really
want to
need
see it. I
BG.
want to see some more. Go ahead.
We really need BG to go this week then.
Yeah, we do. If he could give us just at least 10 snaps, something to help these guys, stay fresher, it would be a
They
big
were
help.
saying he's making plays. I think somebody reported that. I think he had like what would be 2 sacks in practice.
I
Damn.
think he's going to be better
Yesterday.
than what you guys think. I really do, because he's extremely experienced.
Yeah, they were saying, yeah.
I was gonna say I think he's gonna be perfectly fine in the run game. He'll be an upgrade over everything that we have in the run game. That guy sets the edge great. And if he's still got juice left to pass rush, he was pass rushing pretty good last year. Just an over under. What do you guys got for the rest of the season? Over under 3 sacks for BG.
Oh, I got over.
Over. Okay.
I think so.
It may take him a little bit to get into it too, because he's been away for a little bit, so this may
Sure.
not be the world beater game, but
Oh
got
no.
I got
Yeah,
way
if he-
more. I think
Go
he's
ahead.
gonna play. I think he's gonna be fine. I really do. I don't think he's gonna be like, oh my gosh, if we can just get him in for a little bit of experience. I don't think it's gonna be like that at all.
That's just it. If he does play this game, which I'm kind of with you. Like that's how I was leaning, from everything I'm seeing and hearing. I think he's going to be out there at least a little bit. Just, don't expect him to go out there and be the savior immediately. Like give him a few weeks here to ramp up and to get into football shape and get back into the flow of things. Just don't, if he goes out there and it doesn't look immaculate right away, just don't
Right,
fucking
right.
start killing BG. Like, come on, guys. Like, give the guy a break. He literally just came out of retirement, hasn't had any camp or any football, training except for on his own, which he admitted.
3
Um,
months. Said he
yeah.
did his whole training camp. He said he did his whole training camp program at home.
Yep. They
Yeah.
were asking him like what's some of the difficulties, and he was like, actually the rest periods, because like when you're doing it with people, like you have people in front of you, so you know how long to rest until you're up again. He was like, just little stuff like that. But he said that he was feeling good. He's feeling really good, and I believe him. And I can't wait to see him back out there, dude. 55 back out there. I fucking love it.
Oh man, I
He's a
know.
legend. He's an all-timer. He's one of my all-time favorite players, man. I was just
And-
to have him come back this
Yeah.
year. I fucking love it, dude. Even if he doesn't do
Yeah.
if he doesn't get 1 sack, I still love seeing BG out there and the energy he brings, dude. I love that guy.
Yeah. And people are complaining, he had the storybook ending, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I mean, I'm the same way. Look, I thought it was a storybook ending. I mean, who wouldn't? You
Mhm.
come back, you win the Super Bowl, an even number if you're OCD, you like the even number. But I mean, look, if he can still contribute and play, I mean, like this is a thing that gets taken from you.
If he comes out,
age,
yeah, yeah. If he comes out and he's terrible, I still don't think this ruins his legacy. To me, it especially does not.
100%. He's still the
I
same
think
person.
he's
he
doing
was
us a
when he-
favor.
Yeah, he is. He actually is.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you mentioned, they were calling him. Yeah, they called him in the offseason when they were looking to add a veteran presence. So that they definitely wanted him. He's definitely doing us a favor. But I think he'll continue his podcast. I think
Yeah.
he's gonna be one.
He may be one of the
Man,
ones that doesn't, though. He's kind of, when he locks in, I feel like he's locked in, but I could be wrong.
I think PHLY already, and he has all the leverage in that contract. I'm sure he could say, "Look, we're done." But I think they did say that he was going to. Is that a prerequisite now to be an NFL player? Just all right. Here's your helmet. Here's your helmet. Here's your mic. All
Here's your
right.
sure, Mike.
Yeah, here's your shirt, Mike. All right. Just make sure to get on it once a week. No, yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait.
Yeah, same here.
I hope
What's-
he's out
what-
there. I really do.
Did we talk about the odds? What do we think? Do we think he goes? Can we look forward to seeing BG out there?
I wouldn't be surprised if he plays this game. He comes out here with at least one sack or at least a half a sack. I'm putting it out there.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I'm thinking too with the 3. Do we get playoffs in that? Because I think he's going to get a playoff sack.
Yeah, from here to the end of this, whenever this team
Okay.
done, from now
Okay, yeah,
until
'cause-
this team's done this season.
I want to
got 9
bookmark.
more
I want to
games?
bookmark him. Yeah, I want to bookmark him for a playoff sack, and then if he can get 2 over, yeah, like you said, what? Yeah, 8-9 games or whatever.
Dude, if
I
he
think
comes
he can
out
do
there
that.
and gets a sack this week at home, that crowd's going to go
Oh
fucking
my
bananas, dude.
dude! If
Bananas.
he comes out
Bananas.
dressed,
Bananas.
just coming out dressed, like even if he doesn't play,
Oh, man.
his introduction,
Dude,
I would lose my mind.
last week at the Vikings game, if he just ran out of the locker room suited up, you know what I mean? I was like, dude, I was going to put that in the chat. Like, oh my God, could you imagine how fucking crazy this would be?
That'd be insane. That made me think there's no way you could possibly do this with like the transactions and everything. What if they told nobody? Nobody. And he's just on the
Ojulari goes
sideline.
down. Ojulari goes down into the locker room. He just comes sprinting out,
Or
dude.
just-
Dude, that would have been amazing.
That would have been great. Oh man. But yeah, good old BG. I'm excited for it, guys. Anything else? Giants
We do.
related, trade related?
Little
You had
prediction
something.
action?
Well,
Well,
you
yeah,
wanted
we'll
to bring
save
up.
it.
Okay. Yeah, let's do a prediction.
Yeah, and then I'll bring it up.
I
got,
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. You go first. No, you got it.
Come on. I do not even know.
I'll do mine. I'm
I
ready.
got
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go 34.
Ooh,
Oh,
sorry.
damn.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
34-14 Eagles. I think we're gonna beat them
Ooh.
up.
I fucking hope that.
Go
Go
ahead.
for it.
Clayton, if you got
31-17.
31-17.
it. Yeah, I like the 30s. I don't think we're one to run up the score. However, I don't think we're taking our foot off the gas against this team, considering how they were so classless, that pygmy thing up in Jersey. I think we're gonna
Classless.
What?
That was classless. I'm sorry, it was.
It kind of was looking back on it. Like, come on. Like you're like little brother at this point. Like that was your like to just broadcast that it was your Super Bowl. I mean, that's just, it was classless. It was embarrassing. I'm gonna go 41.
Oh,
41-21. 20-point win.
sure.
Getting the 40s there.
Love that.
Yeah, man, that was classless. It was.
I like it.
All right.
Everybody predicting a big win. Big Eagles win here.
Before we leave here, I know this is an Eagles podcast, but I wanted to give a major shout out to VJ Edgecombe of the Sixers.
Oh,
Rookie debut. 34 points, 13 of 26, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 threes, and then most scored in an NBA debut since 1974, third most of all time. Wilt the Stilt holds the record with 43. He's also scored most points in the first quarter of an NBA debut. Now, most rookies don't start, but he took that record from LeBron, I think he beat
Oh,
Allen Iverson. I think his debut was 30. So he, looking like a true veteran already.
Man, he looked good.
Super happy, dude. He looked nasty. I was
Yeah.
super happy to see that.
real good.
I'll tell you what, after watching the highlights, I Googled NBA League Pass. I was like, should I get, because I haven't really followed the Sixers. I don't know, man. It's just kind of like with the Phillies, it's been down on them. I think Embiid is way past his prime, and they're just the way it's been ran. But I was like, man, it might be because Maxey was tearing it up too.
Maxey
I
had
was like, man,
40.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it might be time to like watch this team. It could replace my everyday Phillies game, just an everyday Sixers game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they get the roster healthy, this will never fucking happen. But if Paul George ever comes back into a fucking healthy quality
Serviceable.
role at all, yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, the roster could be nasty. Now, Embiid did play yesterday. He looked terrible. I don't think he scored a point. He looked like he could barely
he had
jump. And
4.
he was,
I think he had 4, but yeah, he didn't play a
I saw
lot.
0. It might have been like the first half or something. But
Is he
yeah,
banged
it looked
up?
like he could barely. Oh my God.
Coming off and stuff?
I don't know. He's playing. I don't know how healthy he is, but he looked like he could barely jump, and I was like, that don't look good. But maybe he's just taking it easy. First game. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. We'll see. But like to your point, I was thinking about that too. Like if they can string together a good roster here with having PG as kind of like your ace in the hole. I don't know. Yeah, if he comes back somewhat healthy, can contribute. I mean, he was a great player. So we'll see. But yeah, should we end on a sad note, or should we just get out of here? Let's get out of here. Nah, let's get out of here. I'll tell you guys off mic. All right, let's get out of here. Hit him with the Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Earth.